What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Momani's channel. For today's video, I will be making enchiladas verdes cremosas. They're super bomb. I actually kind of just figured this recipe out a little bit. I went out to eat a couple times, and I know like they usually call them like enchiladas suizas. But I just call them cremosas. But either way, I'm not even sure if they're made the same way, but I'm gonna show you guys my recipe. So let me show you guys what we're gonna need. You are going to need chicken. So I'm using the breast, I'm using the half breast with the ribs. So I kind of like it when it kind of has some bone, just because the chicken does come out softer rather than just using the boneless breast. You guys always ask me if you can use the boneless breast instead. You can. The only thing is the chicken does come out a little more dry. So I do suggest that you get the one with the bone in. You're also going to need onion. I'm using purple and white. Alright guys, so I just put the chicken to boil with water. Now I'm going to add some fresh garlic cloves. I always add a lot just because I love the taste of garlic. I just feel like it's so flavorful. I think it's about 5 or 6 garlic cloves. And I'm also gonna add this onion. The pot's kind of big, so I'm using a whole onion. Now I'm going to add the salt. I'm using about a handful, but you guys add as much salt as you would like. Okay, so now we're gonna let it boil. You're going to need sour cream, garlic, chile jalapeno, chile serrano, tomatillos, queso cotija, queso fresco. We're gonna need chicken bouillon, or as we call it, consomme. My all-time fave, Lori's seasoning salt, garlic salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Alright guys, so my pollo, aka my chicken, is done now. I cooked it for about, I want to say, an hour and a half. I always see a lot of details in these videos, and I know some of you guys are little smarty pants and you guys are like, why are you telling us this if we already know it's common sense? My channel is about teaching people how to cook. Which is why I always say things in details, because to some of you guys it might be common sense, but I have a lot of beginners who are watching me, guys and girls. So I'm always very detailed on stuff like this. So let's all be patient for our beginners. You know the chicken is done once it shreds super easily, okay guys? So keep that in mind. Alright guys, so I just shredded the chicken. I just shredded it with my hand. Now I'm going to add a little bit of Lori's. I'm also going to add a little bit of garlic salt. And I'm gonna add just a little bit because I already put the seasoning salt. Now I'm going to add garlic powder. You can add as much garlic powder as you want because it doesn't have salt in it. Now I'm gonna add pepper. And this is all to give the chicken extra flavor, you guys. And you guys add salt to your liking. So now we're gonna mix this up. Alright guys, now I have the queso fresco. So I'm gonna add maybe like this much for starters. I'm gonna add the other half. I love queso fresco, you guys, so I put a lot of queso fresco. But you guys can add like however much you want. So now we're gonna mix this up. So this does need a little more salt, you guys, so I'm gonna add a little more. I'm also gonna add a little more garlic salt. And some pepper. Now to the chicken, I'm gonna go ahead and add some queso cotija. And I'm just gonna sprinkle. And be careful with the salt, you guys, because queso cotija is a little salty. So you want it to balance it out. We're gonna mix that in. All right, you guys, now my chicken is all prepped. So we're gonna go ahead and put this aside. All right, guys, so now I have my tomatillos here. I'm gonna go ahead and start peeling them. These are pretty small, so I'm using a few. These are not the ones on steroids. Have you guys seen the ones on steroids? They're like so big. And just a tip, you guys, something I didn't do. When you guys are shopping for tomatillos, make sure you open up the little peel. Just because worms get inside of them. See how this one has a worm? So I'm going to have to throw this one away. Alright guys, after I am done rinsing the tomatillos, I'm going to go ahead and put them into boil. I always boil the water first. And then once the water boils, then I throw in the tomatillos. Alright guys, now I rinsed my jalapenos. I'm going to go ahead and throw them in there. I'm not sure how much of each I'm going to use yet. Once I start blending it, I'll let you guys know. I'm also going to boil my chile serranos. I am also going to boil 3 garlic cloves. And a piece of onion. I might have overfilled my pot a little bit, but oh well. Alright guys, so the next step, I do recommend that you do this in the beginning before you start cooking. I kind of messed up and I started now, but it's okay. It'll still get done. So I'm using a purple onion. Please use a purple onion for this. And then you're going to cut these in circles. You don't want them too thin or too thick. You just kind of want it in the middle. So just a little like that, about that thick. And then once we have them chopped up in circles, we're gonna cut it in half. And then we're gonna just put them in a bowl or something. I have my onion chopped up here. So I have some salt. I'm gonna add some salt. I always add the salt first. So just do it evenly. And then you're gonna use a bunch of limes. And you're basically going to marinate your purple onion in the limes. Basically the lime is gonna cook the onion. Alright guys, so I have my purple onions in this container. I put a cap on it. You guys could just mix it with the spoon if you guys don't have something with a cap. And I just shake it. I like to put it in something with the, excuse me sir. Sorry. I like to put it in something with the cap. That way it just mixes very, very well. And I just shake it up. And then once I'm done shaking it, I put it in the fridge so it can sit and marinate. Okay guys, so my chiles and my tomatillo is now cooked. You literally only want to let this boil for about 3 minutes, no more. So I'm going to start throwing my tomatillos and the chile into the blender. I got my piece of onion. Alright guys, so I have about 8 tomatillos in here. I have my piece of onion. I just threw in my 3 garlics. So I threw in 4 jalapenos. And I'm going to add the serrano. The serrano is what makes it a little more spicy. I added about 6 chile serrano. Here I have my jugo de pollo, basically the consomme. So I'm gonna go ahead and use some of this for my salsa. Alright guys, so I filled up my licuadora about this much, okay? I didn't add so much water because I don't like to have my sauce super like watery. I kind of like mine's on the thick side. It's totally up to you guys. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add some of my consomme, the chicken bouillon. I'm gonna do about 1 tablespoon. I'm going to add a little bit of salt, just a little sprinkle. And I'm also going to add pepper. Alright guys, now I'm gonna do the taste test. Oh my god, fucking fire. Just a little spicy, but it's cool, we like that. Alright guys, now I have my sour cream. And I'm going to add sour cream to my salsa. So I'm gonna do about, this is about a tablespoon. I'm at about 2 tablespoons. Y nomás le estoy tanteando, guys, so you guys use your imagination. I am going to add a little more sour cream just to make it more creamy. I'm also adding 2 more jalapenos. A little sprinkle of consomme. The consomme is your liking, you guys. I'm also adding a little bunch of cilantro. Okay, let's do a taste test. Fucking fire, you guys. My salsa is now ready. Alright guys, so I have Brie demonstrating right here how you're supposed to cook your tortillas. So basically you just want to dip them in really quick and then you want to flip them over now. Okay, so we just flipped them over, so that is what, see, she's a G, she's using her nails. So that's how we want them, and as soon as they turn just a little gold, then you want to take them out. Okay. Excuse me, sir, what are you upset about over there?
It's because you wanted cookies, and I was like, nope.
Alright guys, so I have a little pot with oil right here. I just put a little bit. So that way you guys know what your tortillas are supposed to look like. They're not supposed to be hard or anything, just a little bit. Just want to throw them in a little bit to fry really quick. Then I have my pot with oil right here. I just put a little bit just so the salsa doesn't stick. I also wanted to add, I did throw in 2 more tomatillos with 3 more jalapenos and about 4 more chile serrano just to make it a little more spicy and a little thicker. And we're gonna throw this in there now. And we're just gonna let that cook for maybe about 3 minutes. We just wanna heat it up. All right guys, so I have my enchiladas here. So now I have some rabanitos right here, some onion, some cilantro. So I'm gonna go ahead and start topping it off with a little bit of onion. I'm going to put a little bit of cilantro. These are my cebollitas that I made earlier. Oh my god, you guys, these are so fire. It literally just makes all the ingredients pop. So I'm gonna top it off with that. And I have queso cotija, so I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle. Oh my god, you guys, look at how fire that looks. I can't wait. Alright guys, I was feeling like my enchiladas were a little naked, so I hooked them more up. I put queso cotija on top. I put queso fresco on top. I put aguacate on top with cilantro and onion and my marinated onion. And then I have the rabanos. I have the rábanos for crunch. This is radish for those of you guys who don't know what rábanos are. Oh, you guys, it's about to go down. All right, guys. So I did a little tower right here so you guys could get a good view of my famous fetish bite. This is from my freaks. All right, guys. So this is about to be so fucking fire. So let me cut this up. And then I'm gonna get some of my cebollita and my first bite. This is my first bite, you guys. Oh my god. Fucking fire. Literally so fucking fire, you guys. Alright guys, and that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you guys have a similar recipe to mine. Maybe you guys make your enchiladas cremosas a little different. I would love to hear how you guys make yours. If you guys decide to make my recipe, make sure that you guys send me the videos and tag me in them so I can repost them on my story. Don't forget to check out your girls merch. I'll put it in the description box. Also, I will put all the ingredients in the description box so you guys can check them out. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And thank you guys so much for watching Mo Money's channel.